are still afraid. Oh, I don't know what tomorrow will bring. And one of the worst things a man can allow is fear in his life, because fear is a negative thought in your mind. And God has not given us that negative thought. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of sound mind. So me and you need to develop our mind to the point that anywhere we go, we know we'll succeed. It's just a matter of time. Because everything that lasts takes time. Everything that stands the test of time needs time. Because time is very of essence for you to become a stronger, better, bolder entrepreneur, investor, of course, and a businessman and a businesswoman. So we'll continue this part 3 of the marketplace of life. It's going to show up in the marketplace of life, valuable, strong, powerful. So the marketplace of life demands you, of course, to become the marketplace of life. Marketplace of life. So if you don't appear strongly in the marketplace of life, you'll be priced as a commodity. So today is part 3, and today is 18th of 11, 2025. So we'll continue from where we stopped yesterday. I'm recognizing your true value in the marketplace of life. You must recognize it. Recognizing your true value. Okay, so this particular class was to empower us to have the right identity, Mr. George. Please tell me this one. It was empowered to have the right identity, because the good news is that you cannot act valuable until you face belief you are valuable. That's the truth. You can't manifest greatness when you secretly don't doubt your own worth. So that is why so many people underpriced themselves, not because of lack of talent, not because of lack of idea, not because of lack of concept, innovation, but because they truly don't discover their identity. So we also discussed in the class that identity simply means of 3 things. Identity. It means what? Number 1, self-concept. Your self-concept. That's number 1, the way you think about yourself. Number 2, your self-image. Of course, the way you see yourself matters a lot. Number 3, your self, of course, esteem. Okay, the way you value yourself, the way you want yourself, the courage. So your courage should not just be from your performance, it should be from your declaration. Because when God created you, He did not start with work. He started with your what. So He told us create man in our image and likeness, and you're already in the image of God. So that means before you did anything, before you build anything, before you walk, before you talk, you're already valuable. So your value is never attached to your performance. Your value is attached to the value was declared to you by your creator. That is why your true worth is not your job, not background or mistakes. Your true worth, your true value is your identity, your self-concept, self-image, self-worth. So the trajectory, the tragedy of life is that most people don't see themselves through the eyes of God, through the scriptures, through the word of God. They see themselves through people's opinion. And they measure their life based on people likes, followers, applause. And when you measure yourself through the people's opinion, you accept anything, you accept any treatment, any environment, every limitation, any kind of relationship, any kind of partner, because you believe they're common. You're not valuable. So when you depend on people's opinion to define your value, you always be on sale. You are divinely crafted, intentionally designed for the purposefully positioned to carry out the divine mandate for your life. So your identity is not in competition, it's in revelation. In fact, comparing yourself with other people is an insult to your identity, is an insult to your uniqueness. So understand your identity. If you understand your identity, it transforms how you carry yourself, how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself. It builds your confidence and make you live a life of purpose. So don't let society label your future wrongly. So choose to label your future the right way. Work with exact conciseness and precision about your life. So applause does not pay bills. Emotion does not build empire. And prayer without preparation produces frustration. So diligence is what turns potential into profit. So we discussed that even though we are all human, born with gift and talent, your value depends on your diligence, because it will make you rise to visibility. The world does not ignore you, but or they hate you, but because you are not diligent enough. Because show me a man that is diligent in his work, he will not stand before mere men, but before kings. So we discussed. I stopped somewhere yesterday. I said that your reward, life rewards those who have something to offer, not those who only have potential to show. Some people struggle not because God did not bless them, but because they did not build what God blessed them with. So that's what we discussed yesterday. Yes or yes? So I was talking about 3 pillars, 3 fundamental pillars that increases your self-worth, that make you appear in the marketplace valuable, that make it that the marketplace cannot ignore you. No matter how difficult the economy is, no matter how challenging it is, the marketplace cannot ignore you. So we will mention these three pillars today shortly, but I think I need to complete one or two things here. Even though you're not writing it, but listen to me so that we can just get to the three pillars that's very, very important to us. So the gift of God, the gift of God, the gift God gives you is a seed. It is your responsibility to refine it through discipline, through diligence, and multiply it through consistent systems and structure. And those your potential will feed you and your entire generation. Heaven responds to faith, and the earth responds to value. If I need to write that one down, write on your note before we give the three pillars. Heaven responds to faith, the earth responds to value. Bracket open products or services. You want the earth to respond to you, you must convert those your seed of potentials, those your ideas to value. Heaven responds to faith. Heaven responds to faith. Earth responds to value. So once you are believing on your potentials, heaven will respond to you. It will give you clarity of your direction. So heaven responds to faith and the earth responds to value. You want to be relevant on earth, become more valuable. Mr. George, can you make it two? Two, please. Thank you. Heaven responds to faith and the earth responds to value. So once you understand this, you know what you do, right on your note. Stop begging for recognition and start building capacity. Stop begging for recognition and start building capacity. Stop begging for recognition and start building capacity. How do you build capacity? You have to be the true people. You have to do it through leading people. You have to sit down, invest in yourself, find people you want to invest to, leave something in them, teach someone, find five people, help influence somebody by impact. I said that stop begging for recognition and start building capacity. So don't pray for platform you have not prepared for, because God promotes excellence and not excuses. Don't pray for platform, you have not prepared for. Don't pray for platforms you have not prepared for, because God promotes excellence, not excuses. So follow the simple structure. Come to Millionaire School, read book, submit or do your sales calls, send text messages, undo the objections. He say no. The truth is that don't pray for platforms, you have not prepared for, because God promotes excellence and not excuses. So will it be difficult? Yes, it's a process. The process of being excellent is like gold passing through fire, like diamond passing through pressure. It's like the fruit juice passing through a process of squeezing. So it's going to press you, and it's going to make you a better person, make you lighter, because men that travel far, they don't travel with luggage, baggage, excesses, anger, bitterness. So the universe wants to make you a vessel of honor for a good work. So you must let go of those things, either willingly, or you are forced. The truth is that let go of this thing willingly. The pen of discipline is cheaper than the pen of regret. So just let go, because discipline is not going to be a problem for you if you make up your mind to say, I must discipline myself, because discipline is a capacity to use your mind, control your body, do what you say you will do, whether you feel like it or not. Stop begging for recognition and start building capacity. You have written that one down, shall I? Don't pray for platform you have not prepared for, because God responds to excellence and not excuses. So, okay, even the one we are following, he prepared himself, Christ, before he started his ministry. He went 2 years of preparation, growing in the favor of God and in men. In fact, the Bible puts it in Luke 2, verse 52. So if God actually prepared before he started his ministry, Christ, so that means preparation is the highest demonstration of faith. So stop chasing success and start building value. Start chasing value, become valuable, and everybody will look for you. Because stop asking, how can I make more money? Start asking, how can I become more valuable? That's the right question. Right on your note. Stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I become more valuable? Stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I become more valuable in the marketplace? Because the marketplace only responds to the value you bring to it. Marketplace doesn't respond to emotions and feelings, don't respond to your cry, doesn't respond to your prayer, it responds to value. As the earth responds to faith, the earth responds to value. As they stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I become more valuable? Start asking, how can I build a large team? How can I make impact? How can I make contribution? Because money is a slave of value. You want money, create more value, product or services, become more impactful, become more creative. Just sit down, because all of us have this creativity. Most of us now pass it through a process of training to refine our creativity to become tangible products or services that we can render to the world. And even if you can't, get involved with people that are doing, get involved in a community, because you're going to learn, because human beings learn faster by observation. Help me tell you about observation. We are all social creatures. We learn faster by observation. So stop settling for less. That's the truth. Because you think you are less. No, you are not. You are not less. So don't settle for less. So we are really gifted. We are really gifted in this world. So your gifts are simply unrefined. Write it down. We all of us are already gifted. Everyone is already gifted. But our gifts are unrefined. We are already gifted, but our gifts are unrefined. Like gold on mine, we are really gifted, and our gifts are unrefined, unrefined like gold on mine, like gold on mine, full of potential but hidden from profit. We are really gifted, but our gifts are unrefined like gold on mine, full of potential and hidden from profit. Full of potential. Gold on mine, comma, full of potentials and hidden from profit. We are really gifted, but our gifts are unrefined. Unrefined like gold on mine, full of potentials, but hidden from profit. Hidden from profit. So hidden from profit. So if you want a gold to be profitable, you must subject it to a refining process of fire. And that fire, that can tell the truth, the gold is not happy. There are a lot of pains, a lot of pressure, but the truth of the matter is that when it comes out, it's shining. The true profit will start showing up. So the world rewards what it can use, and God blesses what He can trust. So if you are not useful enough, you are not valuable enough, then your relevance is not going to be showing, because your relevance in life is tied to your usefulness. So the more relevant you want to become, the more useful you need to become. So, and in the marketplace of life, only the valuable get the result. So the value that's on very important. I know you repeat it over and over again, but it's not a problem. Right? Is that in the marketplace of life, comma, only the valuable gets the reward. So you want to be rewarded. Nobody will pay you for being alive. Nobody pays human being for existing on earth. They only pay you for the value you bring to the table. The marketplace of life only reward the valuable, or only the valuable gets rewarded. The marketplace of life, comma, only the valuable gets rewarded. And you'll be rewarded based on the life you touch, based on the impact you create with your product or services. So the more people you create, your touch your product or services, that's the more money you make. Dangote is making more money because he's supplying cement to many homes in Nigeria. Elon Musk is making more money because he's supplying the product of Tesla and SpaceX to a lot of people who use the product. Bill Gates is making money because he's supplying Microsoft to a lot of people that use laptops. Imagine that. Of course, Facebook is making more money, Mark Zuckerberg, because he's touching more lives. Social media, connecting the world together, making the world a small place. MTN is making more money because he's touching more lives. Use the SIM card, we browse. So how many lives are you touching? And there's a limit to what you can touch if you don't build a team. But teamwork makes the team work. So you can get 5 people that can build 5. You leverage. That is the right word to do. Leverage, put systems and structure. Get people involved. And that's how it works. But the good thing about our business learning communities, our learning is a superpower. So as you learn, you are taking responsibility to teach someone else. Because we are safe to save others. You're a millionaire too, because we rise by raising others. So if you don't have in mind to raise other people, you will struggle in the business learning community. So you're in a very wrong place, because you can't get a job. If you want to help someone to become a millionaire, you can't get a job. They know they're wasting time with us, because the idea here is that you should be able to teach someone else to become, just call yourself a leader, call yourself a top earner, call yourself a millionaire. Because until you see yourself in your mind, you're not able to act accordingly in the physical life, because things are created twice. One in the mind, second in the physical. So touch yourself now, say, I'm a success. If you don't see yourself like that, you cannot become significant. Tell yourself, I'm significant. Significant means that you are not going to just live for yourself, you live for other people. Achievement is what you can get for yourself, no problem. But being successful, you want to help people help you get for yourself. And then, of course, you can move further and also help someone else become successful with or without you. That's significant. Empowering people. True leaders give power to people. I told you, whatever you can do, others can do, delegate. Whatever you cannot do, others can do, outsource. Do the only thing you can do, major on the major, minor on the minor. Focus on the 80%, 20% rule. Focus on the 20% that give you 80% result. Do the things that CEOs do. Do the things that president does. We operate on a higher level of value creation, imagination, and communication. Allow the management and implementers to those who just want to survive. Don't just come to lead and survive, because they are not different from animals. Come to make impact. I'm a vessel of impact. Say, I'm a vessel of honor. I'm a vessel of significance. Nobody meets you and live the same way they meet you. You have to strategically, intentionally touch life positively. So looking at it, the marketplace only reward those who are passing through a process of finance. So the marketplace of life only the valuable get rewarded. So value does not happen by accident or overnight. Value is built over time. And with these three unshakable pillars, I'm going to give you the pillars right now. That is the way we are coming to. But write it on your note, very, very important. Value does not happen by accident or overnight. Full stop. Value never, will never, and can never happen by accident or overnight. It can never happen overnight. It can never happen by accident. You don't just stumble. If you stumble into it, you cannot sustain it. So value does not happen by accident or overnight. Full stop. Value is built over time with these three unshakable pillars. I'm going to write this for you on your board so that's where we are going to. We'll spend more time on these three unshakable pillars that will help you become. I said that value is built over time with these three unshakable pillars. Okay, so I would like to do it like this. So, okay, the three pillars. Number one, it's the pillars here. Number one is skills and competence. Skills and competence. These skills and competence are your weapons in the marketplace, and also that what attracts people to you. That is number one. If you are not skillful, show me a man who is diligent in his work, skillful and competent. That's what attracts people. So you have 7 skills in the business learning community. Get to your mentor, learn the skills. Carpenter has carpentry skill. Tailor have tailoring skill. Communication is a skill. Leadership is a skill. Negotiation is a skill. Problem solving is a skill. Solution providing is a skill. Find a skill. Do it over and over and over and over. Get mastery. Because that is a big weapon in the marketplace. That's what will attract people to you. If you are not attracting people, you are not skillful. You are attracting poor and broke people, it still depends on your skill. Number 2 pillar, I'm going to give you the note, is substance of integrity and character. Number 2 pillar, substance of integrity and character. People want to do build people they know and they like and trust. So what this substance does for you is that it's a foundation. It's a foundation for anything sustainable to last. It will keep people in your life. It will keep and sustain people for you. So you want to keep and sustain quality people. Okay, you need to have integrity. Try, do whatever it takes. Do whatever, do your best. Do whatever you do. Just make it. I won't tell it's easy because I define integrity as telling yourself what to do and you do it. So I tell myself, I'll brush my mouth, you brush your mouth. I will wake up, I wake up. I will do, I will do. So I will go to me. Anything you say to yourself and you do it, you have integrity. Character is that you give your word. Integrity is that you give your word to yourself and you keep it. But character is that you're giving your word to someone else and you keep it. That I'm coming and you come. I'm going to do, you do this. So that is character. So if you lack integrity, you surely will not have character because the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So for you to become valuable in the marketplace, I'll give you the note because a note is a lot of notes. So, but the thing is this, I have to just put the icing on the cake. So you understand that people do be people they know, they like and trust. I told you that knowledge is very important for leadership to work. And as leadership is you need character for that knowledge to be important to work for you. So if you are given a choice to choose between knowledge and character, please choose character because with character, you can actually develop yourself. But with knowledge, without character is a disaster, a big problem. So one of the pillars is that you must be skillful and competent. Number 2, you must have substance of integrity and character. And the last pillar you need is standard of systems and structure. You need standard. You need standard for yourself. Standard of systems and structure. For yourself, at least, because systems and structure. Because you cannot have a personal structure, personal standard, everything goes. So what the standard does to you that standard create boundaries. It creates boundaries. It put boundaries for you and keep the quality people in your life. And also build character, build your standard, build everyone that is in your team. System and structure build people that are working with you. It makes people, it builds them. It makes sure that the people around you are actually alignment with your purpose and direction. So it builds. So we don't have systems and structure because without system, there's no secret to success. There's no secret to success. There are only system to success. Without structure, there is no future. So it builds for the future, fuel for the future. So you want to have a future, you need a standard. Without standard, there's no future. The day you stop, the day it stops. So 3 fundamental pillars that you need to actually become valuable in the marketplace, because if you don't have standards, you become a commodity. You cannot be premium. Your brand will be a commodity. You cannot have the quality of people in your life because You don't have standard, everything goes, because if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. Tell your neighbor, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. Find a stand for money. Find a stand for investment. Find a stand for your faith in Christ, in God. Find a stand for marriage, relationship. Have personal standard. If someone doesn't meet your standard, let him go. Because MTN have standard, Glo have standard, federal government have standard, Coca-Cola have standard. Start by having small SOPs, standard operating procedure, DMO, daily method operation. Of course, having those things now, KPI, start having personal standard that documents your processes, document your results, because you cannot modify what you don't document. Whatever you don't document overwhelms you. Whatever you can document, you can modify. You can modify the number. So let me take them one by one and give you something to write. And they want people to be attracted to you. You have to focus on number one. Number one, I told you that show me a man who is diligent in his work. He will not stand before mere men, but before kings. What makes you stand in front of kings is your skill. If you are skillful and diligent, bagam, you get mastery, bagam. But what sustains that relationship with kings and priests and quality people is your character. And what makes them believe in you and trust you with standards in life. I don't stand that problem. I'm going to give you the note. So you understand why you need to pay attention to little things that actually bring the resources you're looking for. The money you're looking for. Thank you, I know. There was one of the days I missed my flight at Abuja. We went for leadership retreat. So I went to see one of my guys, I think we said two or so. So before I could get right to the airport, we made first traffic. So if I got, it's all guys, see your flight on the Wakao. I stood there and the funds I have was already budgeted for a lot of things. So I needed to just to get to pay extra charges, get to the hotel, relax myself. And it cost about close to 500K. I just brought my phone. I said, okay, I just make two calls. And those people I called, they don't ask me, say, guy, by the airport to get a CP, I just made a flight. Send me 300K there. Yes, sir. This was saying to, before I call it up in the money of so, and this guy asking me, what are you paying back? I like, no, because you know why? They trust me. They know, say, this guy is a big boy, so what's 500K? If it was so, I have one relationship, you will call tire. In fact, the day you are broke and you are calling somebody, nobody responds to you, but check yourself. You like, if you need 1 million naira, in the next 2 hours, you cannot raise the money. Okay, go and delete all your friends. Delete yourself. You don't need to be in a circle that 1 million now will be a point. 2 million, 10 million will be a prayer. Their relationship, but either call for me, they send it. 10 million, they send it. I don't call. I don't beg. I show up valuable. They're not valuable. I invest in them. Every December, I was so close for them. Send them back of rice. Quality relationships. They even tell me, okay, what kind of project are you doing? I say, no worry. Project, they come. I want to invest in you. I say, no worry. Project, they come. You will see those banks of, depositing. The day you start withdrawing. That is why I don't like people don't understand relationships. You dig your well before you're testing. A clear relationship before you need them. Don't go relationship begging. Begging is mean you are showing without value for nothing. Say, okay, I don't get anything. Give me something. No, you are not a beggar. If you see your destiny, I don't beg them. That's why I don't like poor people. Poor men beg for items. Wealthy men beg for ideas. They're not poor men. Beg for items. Wealthy men beg for ideas. Poor men beg for things. They're not things. Wealthy men beg for thoughts. They're not thoughts. Appear before them. Don't tell your destiny about your problems. Tell your destiny about your dreams. They're not dreams. One of my mentors that actually supported me, that is with a lot of millions, my brother. I just tell him my idea and say, yeah, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. He said, okay, call me tomorrow. I'm not paying him for the money. He just said, okay, send me your account number. And the guy bought my life. And they do. There's nothing he will call me, I will not do for him. Why? Because I just share idea with him, say I'm supporting. That's I like with wealthy people. If na poor man, you give poor man something, don't turn entitlement mentality. What I call it? Entitlement mentality. Someone buy a car, buy him a liter of fuel. Someone be the house, buy him a bag of cement, buy him 1 block. Contribute to value. That's how you buy relationships. See, the gift of a man, make it a way for him. Don't show up as a beggar in the marketplace. Show up having credibility, have character, have integrity. Let me give you 1 or 2 statements to write because my time is fast spent. Write down, very important. When overflows, I don't need to read that one for you. I read them, will come out today. Let me give them the right. Write it down. If your heart is shallow, your influence will be temporary. If your heart is shallow, your influence will be temporary. But if your soul is rich, your value will be undeniable. If your heart is shallow, you don't invest in your heart, you open your mouth, the world is running away from you. If your heart is shallow, your influence will be temporary. But if your soul is rich, your value will be undeniable. So by tomorrow, I'll talk about standards, standards of systems and structure. I'll show you how to set personal standard for yourself. Because without personal standard, you cannot build a future. So what is the essence of living a life without a future? It's useless now. So you're living for now and here and now. No, you're not a good entrepreneur. See, the essence of entrepreneurship, the essence of entrepreneurship is to do transaction. The essence of transaction is asset. The essence of asset is system and structure. The essence of structure is leadership. The essence of leadership is called legacy. It's not legacy. It's called succession because there is no success without successional. Without successional plan, that means the essence of wealth is transfer. It's not transfer. You are not making plan to transfer. That I don't have issues working for salary. But the problem I have is that your child can never inherit your certificate. Your child can never inherit your job. My mother worked for government for 35 years. She retired as a headmistress of primary school. I cannot inherit her certificate. I cannot inherit her job. I cannot go to the state government and say, state government, my mother retired as a headmistress. So me, I'm assuming the position now since she retired. From this day onward, me too, I'm a headmaster. Can I do that? No. You are not talking to me now. Can I go and pick if my father was the chief judge of Akwa Ibom State, for example, and my father died on seat, can I resume the same and say my father did not complete his tenure? From this day onward, me too, I'm a chief judge. Can I do that? I cannot do that. So the essence of wealth is transfer. So you are not going to build for just to chop, enjoy, and die. No, you are thinking too small. God doesn't talk to you as a person. He talks to you as a nation. Say, I'm a nation. When God sees a nation, say, I'm a nation. So stop thinking of yourself as a non-entity. No. I will show you tomorrow. Let me just leave it for tomorrow. That you are more than enough. Talk to yourself, I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. That one is begging for a recharge card. Talk to yourself, I'm a success. I'm a success. You can do better than that. Talk to yourself, say, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. We know the process. I know the logics. I know where I am in the logic. I know how long it's going to take me to pass that level. I already know. So I need to work every day. I need to be consistent. And because, see, consistency makes impossibility possible. I don't need to envy anyone because I've clearly defined my own path. Doesn't mean that I will not have challenges. It's part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Accept it and learn from it. It's a lesson you must learn. Tell learn. So that is the best we can take to the online community. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shade of mentors will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. That is the best we can take.